Hey guys, Corey here, developer of Into the Flames, and this is my first dev blog. What I'll be going over today is a couple of the new features in the latest patch that's coming out today, as well as some of the game mechanics, and some people have confusion with them. First up, there's no longer a normal tool menu when you hit P, or whatever default key you set was. You have to go up to the truck now, press the action key, and that's how you access it. To refill your SCBA also, same thing, just go up to the truck, press E, and it'll refill. Updated the warehouse a bit, added a lot more details around the map. A lot of background details, small stuff, kind of make it a little bit more immersive. Map change. So if you're host, click on map change. You can either restart the current map. I'll be adding a loading screen too later on. Restarts. House fire. The initial loading for each map is actually quite a bit longer if you switch maps, but just let it do its thing. It'll load up, and then after that, it'll almost instant load like this. Next up, I'll go over some of the mechanics. So with the ladders, they're a little bit different than most games. So you pull out your ladder, find out where you want to put it. Pretty good spot right here. So left click once, throws the ladder. Left click again, locks it in place. Now you can climb it. Left click a third time after it's locked in place, and you can pick it back up. If you do not lock it in place, you cannot climb it. You'll go through it. This is to prevent bugs and fizzies, glitches, and everything else. If you're too close to the building, oh, I guess I gotta fix that. Alright, well, normally if you're too close to the building, it won't let you throw it, but I think I accidentally deleted that script when I changed some stuff around. But that'll be fixed. Anyway, if you have anything above you or too close to the building, it won't let you throw a ladder. So, in the patch later today, it won't let you do that. Same thing with the ground ladder. Throw it. Okay, so this one does it. Too close to the building, and you can't throw it. So, once again, lock it in place, and go. Cool feature I did with the ladders is if the climbing angle is just something you would normally walk on, and you lock it in place, you can just like climb it like a bridge. So you can make bridges to things. Alright, so next up, I'll go over hydrant operations real quick. So first and foremost, this is your intake where water comes in. This is your discharge where water comes out. Have more details later on the engine when I get it fixed up by a modeler. So you pull your supply line, find your nearest hydrant or another engine. If there's another engine, you can hook into their discharge on the other side, and it'll feed you water. It's not unlimited. You only have what their tank has. I gotta add the water gauge back. So next up, grab your hydrant wrench. Turn on your plug, and you'll see water coming out of it now. Eventually I'll probably have the player flush the hydrant, kind of like real life. I think it'd be pretty cool. Not many other games have done that, if any. Also, to grab the tool, you have to be in front of one of the compartments on either side. Will not let you grab it from the front. Next up, saw. So just walk up. Can't cut everything, but I'll be adding more things to cut in the future. There you go. Doors open. Forcing doors. Grab your bar, Halligan. Left click on door, player lock in place, and just keep left clicking. Some doors are harder than others. If a door is taking too long and you feel you have another way in that's faster, you just press E. You can back off of it. So, most of the doors are easier now. I'll be making them a little bit harder in the future. The fan's still a work in progress. I'll be changing that mechanic probably within the next week or two completely. So just don't worry about the fan. I believe it works fine on the house fire, but it has issues on this level. So can't use the hook on this level yet. Alright, we're ready to go. So you walk up to the rear, either one. 2 attack lines up the rear. M to mask up. If you go in without your mask and you get anywhere close near to the fire, you'll die almost instantly. The smoke actually cause you to choke as well, which will cause damage. If you run out of air, you're pretty much taught to never take your mask off no matter what in a fire. So if you remove it, you'll die. However, if you keep it on, you'll slowly suffocate, which it's not as bad as burning your face and your airway. So there's that. If you're having a tough time on a fire, you can go vent the roof. I guess I better put my ladder back. So I have a soft limit on ladders. I forget what yep. Okay. So I believe you can throw 2 24-foot ladders and 2 14-foot ladders per person. That's to prevent spam in the long run. Oh, you should even be able to equip that. So another thing I gotta fix for the patch today. Alright, so I'll get my ladder. Like I said, this game's still pre-alpha, so you'll come across bugs all the time. I fix them pretty quick. I try to stay on top of it, and it's not as buggy as other games that I played in the past, but like Fallout 76 for instance, where it's nothing but bugs from beginning to end. So you get your saw, climb to the roof. Like I said, the fire's really kicking your ass. While someone's inside putting a knock on it, you can vent. Yes, I know you're cutting a window. It'll change in the future, I promise. Venting will be changing in the future too, where it actually makes a hole in the future. To go back down the ladder, you just walk forward, and your character kind of adjusts himself. Coming in at weird angles on it can cause some glitches. It'll be adjusted in the future as well. So, but anyway, every hole you cut, I make the fire just a little bit easier, and it'll clear some smoke out for your guys inside, taking some of the heat and stuff off of them. It'll be changing in the future, along with flashovers and stuff like that. So if you vent prematurely, you're actually be giving the fire more fuel or oxygen, and it'll cause it to spread faster and to possibly flash. I don't know if backdrafts are coming yet. I might try it in the future too. But the fire effects will also be changing a little bit in the future. I want to add more variety, because right now it's kind of like all the same. I think it looks good, don't get me wrong. I don't think there's any other game where you can actually have a fully involved room like this without performance issues. So anyway, grab your line off the back. And start putting a knock on it. There'll be victims in the future too. I actually used to have them in older builds, but I had some issues with them when I changed some of the systems up. So I'll be adding those back soon too. Full dragging. You'll drag them out to whatever ambulance is on scene. In the future, I would like where AI paramedics / EMTs come out and they either start CPR on them or just load them up and go. I think that'd be pretty cool. I already have CPR animations. Pretty much covers almost all the mechanics, really. Besides the hook. The hook, if you go in the house on the second floor, the first floor will be doing it in the future too. But stand under a ceiling and you can pull the ceiling down so you can get to the attic if you have an attic fire. Now that I have the restart map, I'll be adding different fires every time you play soon, so it won't always be fully involved. It could just be a room, it could be the first floor, etc. I don't know if that's coming today. If I can get it done within the next 20 minutes, I'll put it in. Kickstarter launches in 40 minutes. And that's pretty much the basis of this devlog. I'm going to be going over some of the stuff that'll be happening in the future of this game. I've said some of it in interviews, and some of it will be new information. So first and foremost, tools. New tools coming, brooms to clean up oil dry and stuff. Oil dry will be coming for oil spills. A gas meter detects CO and your other like natural gas and stuff like that. It'll detect LEL, which is like the explosive limit. You use positive pressure fans to blow it out. With natural gas leaks and stuff like that, you'll have to find the source and shut it off. So let's say you have like a propane tank or something in the back, or even a natural gas tank in the back, you'll have to secure it. I'll be adding propane tanks and stuff to actual fires. You'll know that they're about to explode because the relief valve will be going off on them, and you can cool them down by spraying water on them so they don't explode. But failure to do so, I'm gonna actually add like a hissing sound or something so you know. Adding for like fire alarm panels too. I'll probably add them to this too, as well as sprinklers. I think it'd be cool to have like dry systems and wet systems. So like you pull up, you have like an apartment building that's a dry system. You'll be able to hook up to the fire department connection with your engine. With your engine's discharged, and it'll help contain the fire a little bit, but not completely knock it down. Maybe stop it from spreading further. Unless it's above the ceiling. Then if you have attic fire, hopefully it'll walk the roof and the void spaces and everything. So lots of stuff coming. New calls. I'm gonna have high-rise fires, taking elevators up and stuff, floor below, or you can take the stairs. If you see any lag in the game right now, it's because I'm recording. It's a little bit more intensive. Anyway, brush fires with brush trucks and stuff. I have lots of ideas I'd rather not say yet, just because I don't know what's going to be implementing and what isn't. But brush fires, forest fires are coming. Switching the nozzle pattern up to fog, straight stream, probably different nozzles, hopefully, smoothbore. I would like monitors and stuff set up, deck guns on the engine. What else? Tool variations like sledgehammers, the pig tool, which is kind of like an axe without the blade on it. It's used for primarily forcible entry and stuff. Locks to cut off gates. Car accidents, people trapped, using Hearst tools or whatever brand you want to call them. They're not going to be Hearst for copyright and trademark reasons, but the spreaders, and as civilians call it, jaws of life, 32Bs. Pretty cool how soot gets on the line if you drag it through. And I just want to tell everybody that was purely accidental, but it ended up working and being a really cool effect. So, anyway, back to the future of this game. Multiple open world maps of all sizes, small towns, big rural areas. I want it so all computers can run it for the most part. Small multiple closed off scenarios like this. So like the worst computers can, at least people can have something to play. An airport map. I have more maps planned that I'm not ready to talk about yet, because once again, I don't know what I'm doing, what I'm not doing, and I really don't like making false promises. So I'm kind of like starting small and making this into the like something big and beautiful. So the water particles gonna be changing too. Hoses gonna be getting touched up over time. Animations are gonna be getting touched up over time. So like I said, this is still pre-alpha. I know like most people will be like, how is that pre-alpha? This doesn't. It is. It's nowhere near alpha in my view. I have lots of gameplay changes to make, bug fixes, character model fixes, all kinds of stuff that I like to fix. So um, lots of exciting stuff coming to this game in 2020. So let's see if we can take a look at this office, if I can get this fire knocked down. Player count, I plan on expanding it soon. Start off smaller. Well, not smaller, but adding like 1 or 2 more people at a time. I kind of want to see what the max is. I'd like to get as many as possible, but I also want to keep the game smooth. And also, if you're the client and you join someone's game, you might notice that there's like a stutter, like it's a little bit like twitchy. That'll be fixed. Passwords on the servers, a whole bunch of stuff coming. And I'm really happy for the fans so far that have been in the Discord, all the suggestions, all the feedback. Really great community so far. Another thing that keeps getting brought up is modding. So full-on level design and everything else, I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I'm a newer developer, so if I can, I will. If I can't, then I'll try to hire someone that can. Just know I self-funded everything in the game so far. The Kickstarter is just to kind of jolt everything along and get everything done faster. However, texture swapping I do want to do also. Bring in your own custom uniforms, helmets, fire truck skins. And actually, one of the top tiers on Kickstarter, since people requested I have like $1,000, $500 tiers, the top tier lets you consult with a design or a texture artist, and they'll make your own texture for the fire trucks, for your own fire department. It'll include 1 skin for each vehicle at launch. I don't know how many vehicles I'm having at launch so far. I think I got like 4 or 5 right now. I plan on adding a lot more, but I don't want to give a definite number because once again, false promises and everything. So just know I'm adding as many as I physically can. All different brands. As you can see on the Kickstarter, I think one of the stretch goals is European trucks. I want a game for everyone. I'd even be open to designing maybe a European map in the future. I think it'd be pretty cool. I don't have any expansions or any DLC planned yet. I want to pack as much content as I can into the base game when I feel it's a complete game. If I ever feel like it's a complete game, then I'll start branching out into new ideas. Just know if there were any expansions, it would be completely different and not firefighting related. Because the game's called Into the Flames, and I think it'd be unfair to the community to hold back the firefighting content in a firefighter game. So I do have ideas that I think would be kind of cool, I guess, for expansions, but completely different, like not firefighting related. So I'll leave it at that. I don't remember earlier if I said I don't have any plans, but it's like light. Like it's not like officially planned, but it's like an idea that I think would be cool for a huge expansion. The game's gonna launch in Steam. I have it set like a soft date right now, May. I'm gonna try to get it out sooner, but May's kind of like I don't want to disappoint anybody by saying it's coming in March, April, February, something like that. You know what I mean? So the launch for right now is May. So the base game, $19.99, coming on Steam, soft date May. For an extra couple bucks on the Kickstarter, you get early access to test the open world with me and my staff and everybody else. I believe it's $25. I don't know when that's coming, but not May. It'll be coming before, like, hopefully a month before, about a month before um, the game would actually launch, because I want to make sure it's as bug-free as possible. It's optimized before it hits the general public. Let's see, what else? I believe that's about it. Any other questions, hit me up on Discord. You know where to find me. Devblog 2 will be coming within the next week or two with some new stuff. However, open world will only be showed off to backers. It's the $5 tier. So if you donate a minimum of $5, you'll be put in a special Discord with updates to the rest of the backers. If you purchase anything over the $5 limit, you'll be put in the Discord with the rest of the backers. So, I'll be showing off all kinds of gameplay. I do have some, so this vehicle is rigged, this engine right here, to drive. I'll probably show some quick gameplay clips of that at some point within the next week. It's still super early. I don't have like the mask or the camera, actually. I don't know why I said mask. The camera rigged for it yet or anything, so lots of work to be done. Let's see if the fan works this time. Hey, look at that. So with the fan, I'm gonna be changing this mechanic completely. So you can just like write it off right now. It's gonna be changing a lot. Smoke's not gonna all disappear at once. Like I said, it's pretty early. I'm gonna fix this fire or the burn marks and stuff too. Oh, there's still fire. So basically with the fan right now, how it's supposed to work, when it does work, it makes, if there's active fire, it actually gives the fire more oxygen, and it will make it so it's harder to put out. However, it will clear smoke, but it'll be really hard to put out. Not like crazy amount, but just enough. So also, so venting, right now it's gonna be changing too. Right now, if you're having a tough time putting out fire for some reason, you can send someone up to the roof or send yourself up to the roof, and every hole you vent makes the fire a little bit easier, clears out some smoke. It'll be changing in the future too. So I would like to make it so it actually cuts a hole for starters. So on this map, it cuts like through the glass, and that's just like a placeholder thing for now. Sorry guys, I know it's unrealistic. It'll be changing. I also want to make these windows venting, so it'll be changing actual holes and stuff. Newer engine. As you can see, I think the game's coming along pretty well, and I hope you guys stick around to see what this becomes. Also, here's a quick clip of me committing suicide, because I love the animation. Anyway, thank you guys. Reach out to me on the Discord. Please donate to the Kickstarter. All money is going directly back into the game, none into my pocket. $2,000 of that, 1,000's going to Will, who made the hose, and 1,000's going to D, who is my animator. I did some rough math after taxes. I am taking like the taxes out, because I am going to get probably hit pretty hard with that next year. I'm putting it aside. I'll probably have a little bit under $3,000 to develop with, so I can do a lot. I put about $3,000 into the game so far, I believe. I have lots of assets I haven't showed off yet. So really exciting things coming. Thank you guys, and have a good one.